Welcome back to Vagabond, Gypsy, Tarot, and Oracle readings. Today we are talking about our lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So I thought I would talk a little bit about that, a little bit about Scorpio, and a little bit about lunar eclipses and get us into this. So let's go ahead and today, May 5th, we have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Scorpio is the sign of death, rebirth, transformation, and it's very emotional. Deep, intense emotions are associated with the sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is the ruler of the eighth house, which is, again, death, rebirth, metamorphosis, it says on this card here. And our south node, very interestingly enough, is our past lives, our karmic challenges, our gifts, like it says on the card, but also it's what we've come here to address in this lifetime. It's possibly baggage that we've carried from past lives. Scorpio is a water sign. I just have a couple different cards here I thought I'd pull out because some of them might be easier to see than others. And its rulers are Mars and Pluto. Key phrases are I desire. So again, emotion, very associated with motions. And the eighth house is ruled by Pluto, which surprisingly, well, not so surprisingly, it makes complete sense. As I said, with the eighth house ruling transformation, death, rebirth, it's also a good planet for learning lessons. So, along with death and rebirth, along with putting something to death, let's say, like something has ran its cycle in your life, it's time for it to end, or people, places, things, projects. We also learn from that experience, which, hopefully is working in association with your south node. Um, Possibly things that you've had trouble transforming. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Um, Also, to take note, the south node is interesting because it is something that we've come into this world, um, skills that we have. Maybe it's we can talk to people easily, or we find that we catch on to things easy. Maybe astrology. Maybe you're just attracted to astrology and you find that it connects with you and you understand everything. Whereas some people, it takes longer to catch on. I mean, it's our skills, our natural gifts. Maybe it's talking to people and making lots of friends. I mean, maybe we're just, it could be something like that. Now, the eighth house, as I said, is very emotion based. Also, there are some keywords that we can associate with the eighth house, and that would be like taboo, relief, reflection, danger. It can be associated with danger as well. The eighth house is, as I said, associated with Scorpio. And I did happen to, eighth is also, eighth, if you're looking numerologically, has to do with strength and release as well. Strength and release. And I am going to do a reading with this as well. I will go ahead and put out 3 piles, and we will do a Scorpio energy reading for our people here today. I did pull a goddess card, and not so surprisingly, again, Lilith came up. She's associated with Scorpio, and she's a dark goddess that is associated with, a lot of people associate her with the season of fall, Samhain, Halloween. I'm just looking at the card here. Yeah, her animal allies are the snake, obviously, and she's a real feminine, a deep, dark, feminine goddess. She's considered, I mean, some consider her the black goddess Lilith, and death and rebirth. That's why I said she's associated with Samhain, even all the way through the winter season, a lot, the dark seasons of the year. Although you can associate her with rebirth, so she's a perfect goddess for now as well, in the northern hemisphere, I should say. I personally look at her as kind of like more of a November type goddess here in the northern hemisphere. That's how I kind of associate her with. She is associated with water as well, and that makes sense since it's Scorpio. But I thought I would pull that out, and then we have I just pulled these cards so you can kind of see. We have Lilith next to the Lilith goddess, and then I have the 8th house, which is shown on both of these cards. Death, rebirth. What do you have to put to rest? What is it that you have to get rid of? You know what I mean? What is it that you want to put an end to? Or maybe even you want to address what you want to rebirth as well. So those just might be a couple things that you can think of before we go ahead and get into pulling cards. But let's see here. I also wanted to talk about the lunar eclipse release, illumination. Like I said, what do you want to release? Or what do you want to illuminate? See, bring out in your life and address. That might be another aspect that you can look at while hearing your card reading. What do you want to well, it says culmination, so what do you want to manifest? Or in order to manifest, do you have to release something? Do you have to let something go? Do you have to move on from a situation? Is there something that's stopping you from moving forward? And that might have a lot to do with this Scorpio moon as well. So that might be something that you need to address. As far as illuminating. Maybe there's something that you've been trying to hide, and you're not, you just keep pushing it aside and not wanting to discuss it or address it. That might be something that you need to look at as well. Lunar eclipses. It's kind of a cool picture, or kind of a cool card, although it's really hard to see. There you go. A lunar eclipse is a good time, like I said, to bring letting go of something. You know what I mean? Like we were saying, culmination, release, illumination. So maybe it is time to illuminate something, address it, and release it. And a lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth is positioned between the moon and the sun. So that is what a lunar eclipse is. So the Earth is right directly between the moon and the sun. So that's kind of cool as well, you know. And where eclipses happen in your astrology chart might be something to look at as well. Um, it can affect your life depending on where, you know, the eclipses happen in your chart. So you might want to be looking at some aspects of the sun and the moon to see if you if something breaks through, or if you notice something. And if that's too much, you can just take this information and take it for what it's worth. You know what I mean? You can just address the fact that you have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is your 8th house, and the goddess Lilith is the goddess that I am using for this pick a card. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video for a moment and pull out a deck, and we will come back directly with you know what, actually I'm going to put 3 piles down so you can look at them. I was just going to say pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, but I am actually going to lay them down and let you look at them, and then you can take a moment to reflect on them and see which pile you want. So I will be right back with you. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and look at some piles here. I have some stones that I will stick out here. I have a aura, rainbow aura quartz on pile 1. I can't remember what kind of stone that is on pile 2. And we will do a rose quartz for pile 3. I want to say this is like, well, I'm not going to guess. So anyways, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So why don't you take a moment to reflect on these piles, and I will be back with you, pile 1, for your reading. Welcome back, pile 1. It's a good thing you don't know how long I was off this pause here. I was on pause here because I was digging for decks I decided that I wanted to add some decks to your readings. So let's go ahead and first of all see what we have for the main energy. Oh, you know what? I have to pick another card. I didn't go ahead and shuffle this very well, so let me go ahead and pick a card for my pile 1s here. But let's pull that out anyway. 3 of Wands. Okay, so what that says is coin cards. So we're going to keep some of that energy of the coins, the pentacles, in this reading. I'm going to set it aside, but we will reference pentacles if needed. So Three of Wands is teamwork, expansion, working together, and affiliations with the eighth house of death and rebirth. Maybe you need to start working with people more instead of trying to handle everything on your own. Let's see if we can pull another card from the same deck. And I picked an Egyptian deck, and I also have Isis Oracle I'm going to pull from. Death and Rebirth, it reminds me of that. Prince of Swords, night, darkness, midnight. It's the time of midnight, darkness, which makes sense with Lilith here. You know what I mean? We have Lilith, the dark goddess. So this is really fitting quite well into your reading. So it's the swords, it's the suit of reason, air, and it's the card of maybe gossip. That maybe there's been some gossip going on around you, and that's caused you to back away from possibly asking for help or wanting to work with others. And if we're looking at the coins again, it could have to do with money. It could have to do with work. Could have to do with finances. Maybe you want to, maybe you need some help with finances and you're too proud to ask for that. Let's pull a goddess card out of the Isis deck here before we go on any farther. Temple of Carnelian. Make sure I've only got one card. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Temple of Carnelian. Okay, Leo. We have some Leo energy here as well. So you might be a Leo. You might be dealing with a Leo type person. Somebody who has Leo as their sign. You could be, it could have nothing to do with dealing with a Leo. It could just be taking from that strength aspect of the Leo card. And actually, if you Leo, the eighth house is Scorpio, and the tarot card Leo strength is 8 as well. So that it could be something that you may be needing to gather strength to either ask for help or you just need to gather strength. Maybe something, maybe there's a tough situation coming up within your family or your surroundings, and you need to gather strength, be strong. And I love this card saying entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. Sekhmet is the lion-headed goddess, and she is the sister, one of the sisters of Isis. And she is the goddess of passion, courage, and fire. So she is the goddess of not the opposite of sitting back and taking it. She is the goddess of moving forward, almost in a not thinking way, abrupt, moving forward in an abrupt way. I'm going to go ahead and grab another. And I love Sekhmet. She is one of my goddesses as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from the Santa Muerta deck, since we're dealing with Scorpio and death and rebirth, I thought it would be appropriate to pull from that deck as well. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, King of Air, King of Reason, again. So we have a message here of moving forward again quickly. You know, like with Sekhmet. Sekhmet is that energy as well. So you have Lilith and Sekhmet as your goddesses, and carnelians, the stone carnelian, if you're into that. And then we have the Six of Wands. So we have Six of Fire. Again, fitting in with Sekhmet as well. The Six of Fire is the card of good news and victory. So maybe you will get that assistance if it's money that's needed. Maybe you will get that assistance. It is of winning, of recognition, people noticing you, and that's what you want. Excuse me. And that's what you want, because you have been in this like dark night of the soul type type environment, this night energy, this dark energy. And with that Three of Wands in the center there, being the suit of reason, excuse me, fire, again, fire, Three of Wands, Three of Fire. It does take teamwork to get things done, and you are, maybe that is part of your, like I said, part of your South Node energy. Maybe this is the time that you are working on your South Node energy. Maybe this is something that you have brought with you from your past lives, this inability to maybe ask for help when needed. Yeah, that's definitely the energy that I'm getting. And being it is the house of death and rebirth, and resolving karmic issues from your past. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Sekhmet is here to help you with that as well as Lilith. So yeah, I would take that energy, and this is a beautiful reading. So I will go ahead and leave it at this, and we will go on to pile 2. If you're interested, you can join me at pile 2. Have a blessed lunar eclipse in Scorpio. Welcome back, pile 2, for your reading here for our Scorpio lunar eclipse. See what your energy for the week is. We got the devil energy for you this week. So there could be some compulsion going on. There might be some greed or envy around you. You might be greedy or feeling greedy or envious of people. Let's get some Let's get another card here. Two of Coins. So it certainly could have to do with money as well, since we have Pentacles here. Or it could have to do with love. There might be some addictive behavior going on between you and a loved one. Let me go ahead and see if we can get a clarifier on that. And actually, I'm using a couple different decks. And first of all, before I move on to clarifying this, I'm going to go ahead and pick a Goddess Isis card because I think of Isis and Osiris as death and rebirth. So I decided to pick out of this deck. Let's pick a goddess message for you. Ancient power of mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. The sistrum. Hear the sistrum. The rattle. Isis's rattle. I have one of those and it's downstairs, so I'm not going to go get it right now, but I love my sistrum. And the sistrum is to clear energy. It's used to clear energy as well. It's a rattle that's used to clear energy, and that might be what is definitely needed with this devil, excuse me, the devil card and the Two of Coins, leading to me to think that it's has to do with love as well. Some kind of addictive behaviors going on, as I said. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pick a... We definitely need to clear some energy between you and somebody, I'm thinking. Temperance. I love this Temperance card. She is so beautiful. The Temperance card is one of my favorite cards. And she is the card of balance and harmony, self-control. So if you have some kind of addictive behavior going on where it could have to do with you not being respected, or you and your loved one are having issues balancing things. Now we have the Two of Cups. Before I could even finish saying balancing things, we get the Two of Cups here. So most definitely it has to do with emotions. Coming together, and maybe this maybe your partner is sick of just dating and wants you to get serious and come together and make a commitment. Marriage, or just make a commitment. That's what I'm kind of seeing with the Devil card. And then we got twos all over the place. So it's like balance, 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 temperance. The sistrum. Let me go ahead and read out of this book for the ancient power of mysteries. Let's see here. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to take some messages out of it. So right here we have the ancient power of mysteries. It says you are guided to use words that reflect the experience you like to create in your life. It may involve shifting how you speak, for example, rather than focusing on struggle or what is not working. That's where I'm getting the Devil card. What is not working is the Devil card. Allow Isis to help you find your way through to wise use of the power of sound. What you will learn through initiation of the system is understanding that your words are powerful and create resonance. And that's exactly true. So if you are acting negatively or speaking negatively, or your words are negative, that's resonating this energy that is becoming problematic for you in this situation. And I definitely feel like it does have to do with love. Again, with the Two of Coins and the Two of Cups. And it could have to do with money. Maybe there is an argument between you regarding money, or maybe not thinking you have enough money for the type of life that you want to live, or the wedding that you want to have, or maybe you're spending too much money. Maybe one of you is spending too much money and the other one's getting irritated. Again, the words are the key in how you move forward in this situation. So I really do feel like it has to do with more than addiction. I feel like it has to do with a miscommunication. The Devil card um, has to do with materialism as well, though, and envy. And it kind of reminds me. Well, I mean, if you look at the AE weight version of the tarot card, it's like the devil is above, and the woman and the man are um, on one side, usually shackled and chained. So there's some control coming from elsewhere that's making it hard for them to move on or succeed as well. And there could be a third party involved here that's causing um, this this situation. But again, being in the house, this lunar eclipse in Scorpio. So now you have the eighth house of death and rebirth. So something needs to change within your situation, your love life, to end this devil energy. Clear your energy with meditation, music, sound, even sound. If you have a singing bowl, or even music, I find music very meditative and healing. Certain genres of music I prefer, but I do find it just totally relaxes me, and it can put me in another a system type energy. So I hope this helped you out with the energy that's around you for this lunar eclipse in Scorpio, eighth house. We have Lilith, and we have information from Isis as well, the goddess Isis with her sistrum. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we will see you back again. Thank you for joining me here at Vagabond Gypsy Tarot and Oracle. Welcome back, pile 3, for your reading. You got the lucky pile. You've got 2 energies here, and I didn't want to put one back, so I just kept them both. The Drowned Man, which is the Hanged Man, and the High Priest. Okay, so we have the energy of strategic planning, respect, with the Hanged Man energy of reflection. Maybe you need to take some time to do some inner reflection on your something that you've done. It's almost like a karmic feeling I'm getting again with the South Node energy in this Scorpio 8th house lunar eclipse. We also had that South Node energy, the karmic debt or karmic energy that we came with from past lives. This is kind of like, although the South Node energy is stuff that you come into this world with that you are strong in, maybe this lifetime is questioning those abilities and how you go about them. The drowned man, the hanged man in A.E. Waite's version is basically you reflecting on like a karmic payback almost. Let's see if we can get another clarifier here. Yeah, so the world. So the world card is life's lessons, basically. So this card is out here to show you that you are like, it seems to me like you're in the process of learning a lesson. Let's see if we can get a clarifier here. Oh my gosh, we got the hanged man again. So we've got the hanged man. Well, let's see here. I'll put it next to the hanged man. Okay, and then let me see here if I can get the, I'm going to pull a goddess, Isis goddess oracle card from this deck. So we got two of the hanged man, drowned man. Same card, not of Isis. And it says energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. So I'm really feeling like this has to do with love again. It seems like we're getting a lot of love energy in the last, well, this reading and the last energy reading. So, I mean, if you don't feel connected completely with this one, you should probably listen to pile 2. Let's see here. You definitely have the divine feminine watching out for you with this card here. I mean, this is full force divine feminine energy, whether that's you or somebody around you. And with this drowned man and the hanged man, which is the same card, it's like a total life lesson that you are learning here. I mean, you are meant to sit back and reflect on something, and maybe something happened and you're actually not very surprised about it. Like you were kind of like, I don't know how to put this except for like somebody got you back maybe. and you deserved it. It was like one of those karmic moments where you're like, well, yeah, I can't complain. I mean, I know that I deserve this, and maybe you were surprised it hadn't come before. Um, And you know, it could be, it could even be like you've spent a lot of emotional time on it as well. I mean, like it's caused you to feel sick and ill. Like your energy is not flowing properly. And the knot of Isis is here to assist you with that. And the world card here, I can't get all the cards in here. So the world card here is reflective of, in order for you to get things the way that you want, you have to work through. I'm not, this isn't, okay, so let me think a moment. How am I going to word this? So it's like you have a goal in mind, let's say. And in order to get that goal, you've probably stepped on people's toes, let's say, and you need to pull a little bit more feminine energy into your life and handle things in a more receiving way, should I say. Um, let's get another card. Oh, look at that. We've got the Two of Swords. I don't even actually remember ever seeing this card, to be honest with you. And I've looked through this deck a lot. I don't even remember seeing this one. So we have the Two of Reasons. Time to compromise and you know, make balance. That's exactly what it is. It's like you have not been um, working well with others, and it's caused you a lot of stress and anxiety. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing it as, stress and anxiety. Um, Especially with this world card here. I mean, the world card is beginning and ending. I mean, it's completing a goal in life basically, but sometimes I think it can be starting anew. And I kind of feel like that's what this is. And this world card in particular is a balance between feminine and masculine energy, but yet you need to bring in more feminine energy. Let me go ahead and read out of, let me grab one more card here to see if there's another message from this beautiful deck. Let's see. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm going to shuffle it. Blow on it. Okay, King of Wands. So we have the King of Wands, which is King of Fire. Um, yeah, I'm kind of thinking that this is why you're in the Hanged Man situation, because you were bold and moving forward, but you weren't allowing a good mix of feminine and masculine energy. And there was a loss of respect here as well with somebody. So let me go ahead and read out of this Knot of Isis. Let me go ahead and see if I can find something else. There is a Okay, so it says the knot or buckle of Isis protects, guides, and stabilizes your energy while it is in transition from one state to another, which is what you need. You need this energy because, like I said, you have a lot of hanged man energy and a lot of energy that's unstable around you. It's making you physically sick, right? And there is a visualization healing meditation here I'm going to give you. And it says, in unconditional love, I call forth the Isis knot. I am held in love like a babe in a cot. The buckle of the beloved has me secure as my energy field now does mature. The goddess within my body and soul, the night of Isis, helps me grow whole. So you can get that balanced energy with the world energy. And see if I can. I'm gonna cover this up a little bit because I want to get these cards all in here. So we have Lilith, and we have the world, and we have the knot of Isis, High Priest, Sagittarius energy in this card. Everything moves around the world card in this deck, and this is summer solstice. The drowned man. Anyways, yeah, it looks as though a little bit of karma is coming back for you in this reading, and it's like deserved, almost like I said, it's almost as if you knew it was coming. And this Isis of the knot of Isis is your healing energy that's needed. Again, I'm surprised I haven't seen this card, but I like it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. And as I said, if you didn't completely resonate with this pile, you might be interested in going back to pile 2. So I hope you have a blessed Scorpio lunar eclipse in the 8th house. And remember that 8th house energy as well. Leo, lion energy. So, well, I mean, 8th house, 8th is associated with in the tarot is the strength card, which I associate with lion. So anyways, you can associate it however you wish, but that is another angle to look at it. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we will see you back again here at Vagabond Gypsy Tarot and Oracle.